Well, I don't know if other states have as many as we are blessed to have here in Ohio. But I am this morning at a fiber arts festival at a historical society in Smithville, Ohio. So this is just the first location, but I'll be bringing you to several really unique buildings here in this community. So hang on and I'll tell you a little bit about a sale I'm going to have from my porch online coming up in a video. So keep watching. Oh, that's beautiful. Love those colors.
And how many hairs do you want?
So I'm curious, what takes the longest? Is it stringing the loom? Stringing the loom is way longer than making the, I can imagine.
You can do, depending on the length of rug, a
Okay.
couple hours just to throw the shuttle back and forth. But putting just the yarn on the spool there,
Oh my.
it's take apart for the thread hours to do that. Well,
Wow.
it's actually, I do one section they have 24 threads in each section.
Each section is 24 threads.
Yes.
Wow.
So then you have to thread it through the headhouse here
Okay.
and then the beater bar.
Oh my.
So in order to do one section, it's probably about a half hour's work.
Okay.
That's all you're gonna,
Sure, for that one
do the
section.
whole thing.
Wow.
But so that's one section. Multiply it by 14 or 11.
And then how many threads are in each little
Yeah.
24,
Yeah.
24 threads in
Yeah.
each section?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just decide which color you want.
Yeah, you just, we decide, I was going to show you the tension bar, but I don't have, anyway.
So how old is this loom specifically, would you say?
Probably, I think it's around the 40s.
Okay.
We started making them the style.
Is that
All
what
of these
Smithville
have-
is known for? Are they, I mean, is this
Oh,
where the loom's made here?
no.
Okay, okay.
And they were known for the cheesecloth.
Oh, okay.
This is a dishcloth loom. They made dishcloth.
Oh my goodness.
And that, I have a pamphlet on the history of it on that stool over there.
Okay.
But anyway, they made dishcloths and then they made cheesecloth, and then we use it for press cloth. It's called press cloth.
Okay.
And different weights of that yarn
I
for
see.
various reasons.
Okay.
So,
Amazing. And this piece that's up there, that's a...
I don't know if
some
that's
sort
a
of
reed.
I know how to,
Like,
do pieces when I have
labeled.
right now I'm placing.
I have an antique shop, and I know I've owned something very similar to that once.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
I think it says, but I can't.
Small table loom.
Yes, okay.
Table loom, okay. Wow. Just beautiful.
That's the way I wind my balls that I use.
Two harness barn beam rocker loom, 1860. These are just stunning. And look at how this one is strung. All the threads here on the back. Back to cross.
Wednesdays, 10 to 4, and Saturdays, 10 to too. But it's better to not mention. And you're welcome to come back and Wednesdays for general.
Carpet and rug weaver.
We have quite a few other people in here working on the project.
So we'll head over to Pioneer Village next.
Tour with a group of homemakers years ago. And I saw what they were doing here. And one of these days, I'm going to be working there. I just know I'll be able to. And sure enough, here I am.
100-inch reed shuttle type weaving loom with press cloth.
And we have such a lovely bunch of people.
Look at these rugs.
So much fun to work.
Just gorgeous. Made by these lovely local current artisans who are continuing on this amazing handcraft on these incredible looms.
So I started crocheting.
Fabulous. All right, well, let's go outside and we'll walk through where the crafters are located. I did see something over here I want to pick up for our bird. We have a beautiful pole my mom and dad gave me for bird feeding. It'd be nice to include. This is from the Alpaca shop, and these are so that the birds can pull the fibers and line their nests. Okay, these are from the Alpaca shop, and I just bought one of these bird nesters. We have a the post from Wild Bird Unlimiteds that my parents have gifted us with, and so these will be really neat to hang out there. The birds can pull a little bit of the alpaca fiber and line their nests. So I love finding things that are unusual and we can use. So just wander down here and I'll show you some lovely painting and tie-dyeing. Some more of these gorgeous rugs here. We really need one that's about 4 feet wide, but clearly you can see from the size of the looms that that's a much more difficult size to find. They're gorgeous. Table mats. She has some of the special spools. Some cute baby clothes. And this booth, Silver Creek Meadows, they have gorgeous the fibers are gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Oh yes, it's all raw mohair.
Okay.
And I did bring 2 alpaca crias. They're the last 2 I have. I bought 8 baby alpacas when I started farming. And then those are the last 2 fleeces to sell, because that's a rough color. Black everybody wants, white everybody wants, gray was very rare. But fawn apparently is not a popular color. It waxes and wanes in popularity.
Okay, sure.
So, yeah.
These are beautiful.
Well, thank you. Feel free to touch.
We'd do some crafts. These would make some amazing Santas. Santa beards and hair.
That's exactly what I've had a lot of people buy.
Okay.
Yes. And I generally It depends on how much you're doing, but lots
Sure.
of times people do actually want to buy a whole fleece, which I will give you a 10% discount.
Okay.
Because then you get all different lengths.
Sure.
And so if you want to do bangs, you use the short, you know, curls.
Sure.
And I will tell you the trick that makes these nice and keeps them in the curl.
Okay.
I use a flea comb.
Oops, you've got a receipt that just fell. Oh.
Yep. I use a flea comb, and I just comb it like I'd be combing real hair,
Look at
like your
that.
own hair.
Okay.
And it's what I'm working on this one now because there's a woman who wants black, but you can see just
So you comb that and it still stays with the curl in
it
it.
stays in the curl. Yep. And that way people have options. If they buy this, they can, you know, you just have to wash the curls, and then you can spin it in the curl. This is some yarn made from spinning in the curl.
Okay.
And this is actually her hair.
When you say you wash it, so has this
Has not been washed.
Has not
That's
been
just
washed.
been combed. So you can see that just flea combing it gets you through 90% of the problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And technically, a lot of this comes out so clean, you probably could just put this right onto, you know, some kind of a doll or that kind of
Sure.
thing. But I would wash it just for
Okay.
safety.
And what would you recommend washing it with?
I have some directions that I have Xerox that if you
Okay.
decide you want to, I'll give you a copy.
Okay.
You can go online and you can look. And now I understand that there actually is a soap that's sold for washing sheep's wool and Angora goat mohair and things
Okay.
like that. And alpacas you definitely have to wash because
And actually, just a couple ounces of this is quite a lot, because it's really quite light.
yes, it is. You'd be surprised. You could probably fill up this whole thing and end up with about 8 ounces.
Okay.
You know, and do quite a bit with it.
It's just beautiful.
Thank you. I picked out my foundation with the thoughts in mind of good genetics for
Oh my.
getting good hair.
Do you ship?
I do, yes.
Okay, I have a YouTube channel, so we'll see. We'll make sure your information is on there.
It's a business card
Okay,
that will,
I'll include that. Oh, you're in Garrettsville. Okay,
right by Hiram College.
all right. Beautiful dyed yarns and crochet pieces. And some cake and snacks and music. They're also having 50% off on their pottery right now from the Historical Society. So we'll be going over to another location where there's even more of these historic looking buildings. Well, I can't come to Smithville without stopping at Just Enough Antiques. They've got such fun, perfect for the porch type things here outside. And we'll go from here over to the Log Cabin Village. Nice old barrels. Alright, so she said they do ship smalls. So if you see something you're interested in, I'll make sure to put the information for this location in the description. I'm right in Smithville and headed to the old log cabin village. Love those tins. Look at that. Colored and scented wedding rice. How cute. There's some really neat log cabins here on the corner. Cute. Some great chicken waterers. Ironstone pieces. Nice little early sewing machine and some peanut butter jars with the elephants on them. Another great barrel. Head upstairs quick. There's some of those wonderful faded plaid shirts. Those are $15 a piece. So a whole bunch of those, and then the $8 for the small ones for children. And a bunch of cheese boxes. Just a wide mix. She was having new windows put in, replacement windows, so those look lovely. Nice feed sacks if you're looking to put something together. Green sieve there. Ooh. Turtle shell. Alright, let's go see what's down the hallway. And then we will head, oh, neat painting on the back of that jacket. Lots of lace. If you're into this sort of cute vintage clothing. Hawaiian print shirts, boy, definitely a mixture. Something, hopefully, for everyone. Lots of blocks and Raggedy Ann and Andy's. And for really good prices, too. Those look like they're like $10 and $15. Oh, I wish they didn't have parking right in front. That's one thing about Williamsburg that was so special. Was just not having all the vehicles right up front, because this is just so pretty and charming, and then you've got these current cars right up front. So let's go head on in. I really love the simplicity of the garden outside. They've just got a little oil lamp hanging there on a hook, and then these wonderful stones. And a rain chain on the corner. On the edge of the gutter. Love that. Okay, we'll go on upstairs. 3 generations of family wedding dresses. Brown dress, worn in 1928. This one in 1898. And then this one 1953. Handmade trousseau, worn 1891 to 1892. Beautiful. is the tin shop.
And the way I made it, it accents the grain in it.
Yeah.
Really.
It's almost like the end grain.
Yeah, and here's the...
Wow, that is nice.
You know, that stuff, it's all drawn on there, just ready for somebody to scrimshaw it.
That'd be nice.
So I'm anxious to get it done, so...
Well, I'll check
Okay.
with John Geckel and see if he's interested. If he is, I'll put you in touch with him.
Okay, that sounds good.
And then pursuing Bill Hoover would be a good
Yeah.
movie.
Springhouse. The summer kitchen. Here's a wheelwright.
Well said, thank you. Hear a lot of noise here. You doing anything?
Getting here, banging away on stuff. It's gonna hit a lull, so it's time for a break.
Yeah, did you have
Get over
lunch?
there and-
Did you get some lunch?
No, we heard that it was gonna be here, but
Here?
yeah.
Again, the little garden. So cute. And this awesome log cabin. It's the village blacksmith. Places for the horses to be tied. A little outhouse there. I love those rain chains. Pioneer log cabin. This is interesting. Is that a grist stone? Used to grind grain into flour and animal feed. The top stone was stationary and the bottom stone turned by a series of shafts and wooden gears. Could be raised and lowered for different grains. Grooves in the two stones helped with grinding. Love the black-eyed Susans. I think we're going to have lots of these around the Cape. There's some phlox and lavender, some lamb's ears. Beautiful.
So you would look for a tree that was about
big hearth for cooking.
There were bigger trees, and of course you had to cut those down because
Beautiful. Dry sink. Jake and Rosa.
clearing off a couple of acres of land, which is real tax. Cutting out wood chipping out.
10-tube candle mold. Beautiful. Tiger maple. And the foot warmer. And so many of these cooking tools. All that they needed for their kitchen.
You use the railing, okay?
An 1841 sampler. And then over here is a potter. And I understand that although the Pottery is priced at 50% off today. Beautiful pieces. This looks like a pie bird. Yes, so you put that in the center of your pie and it allows the steam to release so it doesn't make the pie burst from the sides. Hanging vases. Really pretty pieces. Let's see what's around. I love the this opens up and closes, so it's really neat. There's a neat corn crib.
This is where the mom and usually different ladies, they gather together to do it. They do their cooking up here, their canning. And the reason it was built above the spring house is the spring house was cooler, and like if you had something up here that you had to get cooler, you'd take it downstairs and it would be kept in that water trough. And the water temperature in that trough is about the same temperature as what our refrigerators are now. It would never freeze, but it would be cold.
Nice.
This is called a butcher block table, and usually the butchering would be done outside in the spring and fall, but it's just up here for us to show you. And what they would do, first they would they butcher the hog, and then they would boil it, and then they'd take it out of the boiling water with this, and probably be a couple of guys doing that. And then the first thing they would do is they'd take this and they'd scrape, and they would scrape the skin, and it would get the hair off, or any little bugs or anything.
Okay.
And then one of the main ways of preserving food was drying, and this is a ham hock drying, and they would just dry them like this, and it was called a smokehouse. It would probably be in another building, and there's a fire going in the smokehouse, and then the smoke is what preserves it.
Okay.
And eventually they would coat them with salt, and then that helped preserve them longer. Plus it gave the meat a better taste, and the ham would look red like our ham. And here's another example of drying. They would let the corn dry for so long.
Okay.
This is dried enough now. And then they would scrape the kernels off, and then they had a grinder that would grind it to make cornmeal.
Okay.
And another drying was one, and then the coolness of the water trough in the spring house was one, and then this is an original canner, and before the canner they just preserved everything in crocks. And this canner came out in the late 1800s up to about 1920, and you could put your jars in there, and then this is filled with water. And in these spring houses, originally they just have a fireplace.
Okay.
And then about close to 1920, some homes got one of these cast iron stoves, and that made it a lot safer than a fire.
Okay.
And this little book here, it tells how long everything has to be in there with the steam, and if you don't get there in time, and if you're not keeping an eye on it, these jars will crack and break. So you have to keep an eye on it.
Okay.
And let's see. Oh, and this here is a grinder. You'd put like hunks of pork in there and grind it, and then you could put it in here. This is a sausage stuffer.
Okay.
And it stuffs the sausage into a skin here.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is just a smaller version of it.
Oh, wow.
That'd be probably the kind I would want.
Okay, right?
Maybe some households would have this.
We see sometimes those tin pieces, but we don't often see the whole mechanism that goes with it. That's
And the
neat.
skin that they used, you probably know this was the intestine skin. And they didn't throw anything away. And I had another guy here, and he was saying, well, when I was a boy, I had to help clean those skins. He did.
Oh, gosh.
And the Amish still do that. And you can buy casings now at the store.
Sure.
And I don't know if they're intestine or something else.
Yeah. And what is this mechanism here?
Okay, this is another grinder.
Okay.
This is a grinder too, and it just kind of crunches it up a little bit before you put it into the sausage.
Okay. Okay.
And they would probably, what did you bring?
Food.
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, we brought you lunch.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So would you like a water?
Yeah.
We have chips in there.
Okay,
Some
just
chips.
You're
Yeah,
gonna-
whatever. Yeah.
okay.
And then we've got hot dogs. You want a hot dog? 1, 2?
I just want one.
And there's
Down for the extra.
We did
the
already.
canning
We're just gonna-
crocks.
yeah. You just want one.
Yeah.
And probably for
Did we have that?
making slaw, coleslaw, and preserving it in the big crock.
Is there one hot dog in there?
No. There's.
Down here is the actual spring house. Look at that. Trough. Cool things. And actually working. And the fruit press. Grape stomping vat. Cream separator. Love this brick floor. It's beautiful. This is such a beautiful little town here, this Smithville, Ohio. It's only about, maybe 20 minutes from Seville Antiques. Great little coffee, tea, mocha shop, and just an absolutely gorgeous garden here surrounding it. Little gazebo outside to stop and enjoy your cup of coffee. So I think we'll finish here on this note, and again, keep watching. I want to do a video from our side porch with lots of smalls that haven't made it into the shop yet, so I'll give you all a chance to comment and decide if that was something, if you see something that you just can't live without. So keep watching, Prim Friends, and we will catch you in the next one.